Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Midweekly, a time at Florence Christian Church when we are considering what a life of following Christ means and how our faith informs our actions. And today we are going to be talking about what does it mean to be beloved, to be the beloved of God, and how does that call us to live in the world a little bit differently, maybe. Well, not just maybe, certainly. And so today I want to share with you a couple of things that's happened to me this week. It's made me think about this more deeply. One of them is late last week I got a gift from Ron. Ron's on the road. My husband, Ron, is on the road. And as we are getting close to the end of his fall tour, his summer and fall tour, he was thinking of me and wanted to do something to express his love for me. And so one of the things that he did was to write a song for me. And I'm not going to share that song because it's a very personal and intimate thing, but I will tell you that he, through his knowledge of technology and being able to put words to music and those kinds of things, Ron created a beautiful gift for me to remind me of what he sees in me and what he feels about me and how that has made a difference in his life. And now that he's expressed that beautiful gift to me, it makes me remember why I love him so much. For all of his gifts and for the way that he shows up in the world. And I am so thankful for Ron today. Jesus said, as he was getting ready to face the hardest time of his life, he said, "Love one another as I have loved you." Jesus' love was something that the disciples had never experienced in their lives in the way that they did. And he expressed that love in intimate ways, but he also called them to love each other. And that's hard to do sometimes. It's really hard to love each other when there are differences of opinion, different perspectives, things that we say that hurt each other. And so today my prayer for us is that we might, because we forget sometimes that we are the beloved and that the other people that are in our lives are also God's beloved. And so how do we remember that? Well, we remember that by the words that Jesus gave to us to remind us of what love looks like. And it is about service to each other. It is about forgiveness when we are hurt by each other. It is to remember who that person is through the lens of God's love and grace and acceptance. I want to end today by just talking for a moment about a friend of mine from a long ways back. She was the first associate pastor I worked with. Her name is Donna Oberkreister, and she is a pastor in Clearwater today. But one of the stories that she told that has impacted my life these 30 years later is a story that happened on a little bit after Valentine's Day. And she was sitting and she was having her quiet time with God. And she was contemplating her relationship with God. And out of her peripheral vision, she had a fan on, and her husband had given her a balloon. In addition to, I don't know what else she got for Valentine's Day, but that balloon on it said, it was in the shape of a heart, and it said, "Be mine." And every few seconds when the fan was rotating, this, in her peripheral vision, she kept seeing this thing peek around the corner, and she looked at it, and it said, "Be mine." And then it would go back. It would say, "Be mine." The balloon would go back and forth, "Be mine." And one of the things in the song that Ron wrote to me is, "You are mine." And what comfort and what peace and what amazing love to be held by somebody as their own. And what Donna got from that was God's plea to her to be God's, be mine. And so today, as we think about what it means to be the beloved, is God our beloved? Yes. And God made us to be God's beloved. And so what that belovedness entails is receiving the gift that we are worthy of that love because God created us to be. And once we receive that love from God, once we recognize that we are beloved, we are called to be love to each other. And that starts with the most intimate of our relationships, and it finds its way to go out into the world. I have lots of meetings today. I don't know about you. I have lots of meetings today and opportunities today when I can express my love, God's love through me to others. And there'll be different ways to do that. How about you? Who will you see today? Will it be your child? Will it be your husband or wife or partner? Will it be your coworkers? Will it be somebody off the streets? Who are you called to be loved to? My prayer for you and for me is that we will be aware, we will not forget who we are, that we have received and continue to receive the love of God that is offered to us. And then we're called now to go and offer it to others. Let's just take a moment in silence to consider who those others might be. Think about your day today. Who will you be with? And how will God give you the opportunity to be loved too? Oh God, as we lift the names of these, your beloved, to you, in our prayers, give us eyes to see and hearts that are opened and love to share. And know that as we do, we are living out being yours in the world. Maybe so. And if you want to come and think more about what it means to be made as God's beloved, I want to invite you to come to worship this Sunday at 10 o'clock at Florence Christian Church, 300 Main Street in Florence, Kentucky. If you can't be with us because you live somewhere else in the country or because you're not well, I hope you'll join us online through Facebook Live. We'll look forward to seeing you on Sunday and maybe being seen by you. But most importantly, experiencing the love of God today and every single day. Amen and amen.